Welcome to Last Hour. Tonight, we'll share a timeless tale from Norse mythology, the trickery of Loki, and the death of Baldur, a bedtime story. If you're enjoying these bedtime stories, consider subscribing. It's free, and it helps us create more tales to help you sleep peacefully. In the realm of Asgard, high above the mortal world of Midgard, there lived the mighty Norse gods and goddesses. They resided in a land of splendor and majesty, where golden halls gleamed under eternal skies, and the roots of the great world tree, Yggdrasil, stretched far and wide. Among these gods was Baldur, the beloved son of Odin, the All-Father, and Frigg, the queen of Asgard. Baldur was not like the other gods. He was the god of light, purity, and beauty. Wherever he walked, the flowers bloomed brighter, the skies seemed clearer, and hearts grew lighter. His laughter was said to chase away sorrow, and his mere presence could ease pain and fear. He was loved not only by the gods, but also by all creatures across the realms. Yet, despite his radiance, Baldur was haunted by dark dreams, visions of shadows creeping towards him, cold hands reaching out from the void, and whispers of an inevitable end. Frigg, his mother, could not bear to see her son tormented by such fear. Desperate to protect him, she traveled across the 9 realms, extracting promises from every creature, every plant, and every stone that they would never harm her son. Fire and water, iron and stone, animals and plants, all swore an oath to spare Baldur. But Frigg did not stop there. She visited the dwarves deep underground, the elves in their sunlit meadows, and even spoke to the spirits of the winds and clouds. They all swore to her, bending to the power of a mother's love. Only one thing, a young and fragile mistletoe, was overlooked. It seemed too insignificant, too weak to pose any threat. With these promises secured, Baldur became invincible. The gods, reassured by Frigg's efforts, turned Baldur's vulnerability into a game. They would gather in the halls of Asgard and hurl weapons and stones at him, laughing as they all bounced harmlessly away. Arrows shattered, swords splintered, and heavy boulders tumbled aside as if they were mere pebbles. Baldur would stand smiling, unhurt, a glowing figure of light amidst chaos. But among the gods, there was one who watched this spectacle with narrowed eyes and a scheming mind. Loki, the trickster god. Cunning and envious, Loki could not bear the sight of Baldur's perfection, nor could he stomach the love and adoration others showered upon him. A seed of malice took root in Loki's heart, and it grew into a twisted vine of hatred and jealousy. One day, Loki disguised himself as an old woman and approached Frigg. His voice cracked with false concern as he asked, "Dear Queen, have you truly ensured that nothing in all the realms can harm your son?" Frigg, unaware of the trickery before her, smiled kindly and said, "Everything, save one. There is a small plant, a young mistletoe, too weak and harmless to pose any threat. I did not bother asking for its oath." A cruel smile played upon Loki's lips beneath his disguise. Thanking Frigg, he slipped away and ventured into the forests of Asgard, where he found the frail mistletoe plant growing upon an ancient tree. With his skilled hands, Loki crafted a slender dart from its branch, sharp and deadly despite its delicate appearance. The gods had once again gathered in Asgard, hurling weapons and laughter at Baldur. Loki approached Hoder, Baldur's blind brother, who stood on the sidelines, unable to join in the game. "Why do you not join in the fun, Hoder?" Loki asked with feigned innocence. "I am blind, Loki. I cannot see my target." Nor do I have a weapon, Hoder replied. Loki leaned closer, pressing the mistletoe dart into Hoder's trembling hand. Fear not, brother. I will guide your aim. Let you too have your moment of joy. With Loki's guidance, Hoder raised the dart and hurled it towards Baldur. The slender mistletoe struck true, piercing Baldur's chest. Time seemed to freeze. The laughter died away, replaced by gasps of horror. The light in Baldur's eyes dimmed, and he fell to the ground, lifeless. The once lively hall of Asgard fell silent. The gods rushed to Baldur's side, but it was too late. The unthinkable had happened. Baldur, the shining light of Asgard, was dead. Frigg's wails filled the halls, a sound so sorrowful that it caused the skies to weep and the earth to tremble. Odin, the All-Father, stood silent, his face like stone, yet his single eye glistened with unshed tears. The golden halls felt colder, and the once glorious sky grew dim. The gods were filled with grief, but also with anger. They seized Loki, who had already begun to flee, and brought him before Odin's throne. But punishment would not bring Baldur back. Frigg, desperate and broken-hearted, begged the gods to find a way to retrieve her son from the realm of the dead. Odin sent Hermod, the swift messenger of the gods, to Helheim, the cold and shadowy underworld ruled by Hel, the daughter of Loki. Hermod rode Sleipnir, Odin's 8-legged steed, and descended into the dark depths of Helheim. There, Hermod found Baldur sitting in a place of honor at Hel's table. Though surrounded by shadows, Baldur still radiated light, but it was a dim and melancholic glow. Hermod pleaded with Hel to release Baldur and return him to the living. Hel listened and made her decree. If every living thing in the 9 realms weeps for Baldur, he will be allowed to return to Asgard. But if even one refuses, he will remain here forever. A giantess named Thok, sitting in a dark cave, refused to shed a tear. Her voice echoed cold and uncaring. Let Hel keep what is hers. Baldur is no concern of mine. But Thok was none other than Loki, once again in disguise. With that single refusal, Baldur's fate was sealed. The tale of Loki's trickery and Baldur's death is one of envy, loss, and the fragile balance of light and darkness. It reminds us that even the brightest lights can be extinguished, and even gods are not immune to grief. And so, as you close your eyes tonight and drift into sleep, remember the story of Baldur, a light lost but never forgotten. Thank you for listening. Sleep well, and see you in our next story.